could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hello guys, Mr. Dreezy0788 here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a automatic resetting mine. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where every maybe 10 minutes or so a big block of stone will basically reappear. So if obviously this isn't a stone, so imagine every 10 minutes this appeared and people will break it, and it would reappear again in another 10 minutes, and it would just reappear. Obviously it wouldn't be that small, it'd be a big block, maybe bigger than this, well, as big as that, like from here to here. But yeah, that's basically what a resetable mine is. But we're going to go back to the previous video, which was how to make buyable mines, and I'm just going to quickly show you something that you should change, because I made a bit of a mistake. Not really a mistake, but just a suggestion that you should do. So basically, I suggest that everyone in your game is in adventure mode when they start off. So I'd suggest you set your default game mode to A, and you change, so all of these command blocks are right, it's just these little ones in between, these little ones for the pressure plate. So basically what you're doing is you're going to be doing all of these. So game mode S at P, so this one's going to be impulse, unconditional, needs redstone. It's game mode S at P, and the next one is chain conditional, always active, and that is TP at player bracket tag equals mine A 8434. That's just to here, that's just the examples, but obviously that would TP to that mine if that was what it was. But if you wanted to make another, you could basically make this thing again, except you'd add different ores and stuff, players that had that mine. But I'm just going to be doing the first one for today. But yeah, this is what you type. So obviously it's the same as the old video, except this command block used to be that one, but it's been moved up, and there's been game mode S at P just pushed in there. So yeah, this command block is TP at player bracket tag equals mine A, and it's the same as this one, just the little B that is the difference, and there's a C, D, E. It's literally the same command block, you know what I mean? It's just exactly the same. These are all game mode S at P, all of these. And yeah, make sure those are conditional, just so it gets to make sure the person's survival first, and then it TPs them. Otherwise, they will not be able to break any blocks inside of the mine. But yeah, let me just cover these up. There we go. I just got to go through this video pretty quick, guys, because I've got a lot to cover. But yeah, so basically, if you guys don't know what these are deny blocks. You can get these in the chat if you type in /give@self-deny, and there are also other blocks called allow blocks, and these, so I'll show you what both of these blocks do. So for example, if I put this block down and any blocks are above it like this, these blocks would be unmineable in survival or adventure. No one would be able to mine these except if you're in creative. And if you have an allow block and there are blocks above it, these blocks are mineable. So we're not going to be using allow blocks today, we're going to be using deny blocks. But yeah, so you want to make a, what is this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so a 10 by 10 square going up about 1 2 3 4 5 blocks, about 5 blocks, I think, pretty sure it's 5 blocks, about 6 blocks, I mean, yeah, about 6 blocks up. And yeah, just sort of copy what I've done here. I'll just go around it a little bit and make sure there's, you know, bedrock underneath, and put these deny blocks on here where they are located, just because inside there are ladders and you don't want the players breaking those while they're mining. So the players will not be able to break the bricks because there's denies under these, but there is none underneath the proper bedrock in the middle besides the ladders, because bedrock is unbreakable, and any blocks on here will be breakable. If I put these on here, for example, these will be breakable. And yeah, we're going to get into the cloning now, because that's basically everything on there. So let's get to the cloning. So I'm just going to show you how to clone first of all. So make a little 3 by 3 by 3 square like this, and yeah, just keep that one open and then this one open. This is going to be a little bit complicated if you're new to cloning, but just get a big piece of paper right now. Just get any piece of paper or a pen, or just type it in chat. So get the go over to the so make the block, yeah, and break a little bit part in here. Get in here and get the coordinates of where you're standing. So I'm standing at -10, 4, -16. And if I just I'll just cover that part. And if I come up here, I'll find out the coordinates of this area is -12, 6, -18. And now that I know the coordinates of those two parts, now I can paste it. So if I just come over here, for example, when you paste it, it can be coming from any sort of part. So if I just open these two parts up, it can be anywhere between that side, the other side, and the other side. So when you start a world, you want to make sure you know how the pasting format is, so how things paste. So right now, if I quickly, clone, so you want to type clone in, and the chords that you wrote down for each point. So the bottom point for me was -10, 4, -16. Make sure you're typing all in your chords of your part, not mine. And yeah, so mine is -12, 6, and -18, and that is it for that part. And tilde and tilde and tilde. So 3 tildes actually means it's cloning the command block to my position. So tilde 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 is actually my position right now, because it just judges where the player's position is. So if I quickly press enter, it is just pasted what I did over there. So it's actually exactly the same. If I was to make any sort of change to that, and come back over here, see, it is just copied that change. And now that we know how the pasting format is, so now the pasting format only pastes from this side, because we've got the coordinates of this part and this part. But sometimes, even if you do get the coordinates of this part and this part, it can sometimes paste on this side. So it's literally nothing. It's nothing difficult. It's literally, so if I was in there right now, obviously, because my pasting format is on that side, I would paste it from this block. And if it was on the other side, I'll paste it from this block. And sometimes it can be on this side, but I don't think it will. It's not on that side at the moment. It can be though, but yeah. At the moment it isn't, so we're just going to judge on how it is at the moment. But now we're going to just move up a bit. So obviously you've sort of learned how to use the basics of clones. Now we're going to show you how to actually clone a big block. It's actually hollow inside, because I just wanted to do this quick. I should have just done a fill command, but I just wanted to put a few ores inside. But yeah, if you just do what you did earlier on that part, get the coordinates of this part. I'm going to write these down quick. So 1, 4, -16. So that is the first command, coordinate, sorry. And the second coordinate is -4, 10, -21. Oh yeah, and sorry, I forgot to say, make a 6 by 6 by 7. So a 6 by 6 and 7 up, basically. And that will fit in there if you want to build this mine. If you want to build what I've built here, then yeah, just make a 6 by 6 by 7. But yeah, get the coordinates of what I just got. So obviously that part of it and that part of it, and then the paste part will be here, because that's what we've learnt over here. So the paste format is obviously in this part for this world. So if you were to join another world, sometimes it can be over there. I don't know. Just remember that, because it's really important. Because I always used to get confused with that. Whenever I join a world, I always make sure I know what my pasting format is. So yeah, so obviously we know that is that part. So now I've got the coordinates. If I go in here and come to this spot, like I said, this is where the paste will be pasted. So if I type in /clone 1 for -16, and then -4, 10, -21. And now I'm going to do it judging by my position. Actually, no, you know what? I suggest you don't do it by your position, because that's not what you're meant to be doing in the command block. So do -13, 6, 17, because that's the point in where mine's meant to be put. So if you're in, if you've done this, copy what I've done. Obviously, if it is that corner and you're on this part, make sure you remember. Cause look, it's just that part of the square. See that side? That side. Remember, that's where the pasting format is. It's right in this corner. Just remember that. I might be explaining things a little bit sloppy, but I'm just trying to make sense. Remember this spot, because if you get it wrong, it can break half of your actual mine. So just make sure you do it a few times over there and make sure it's right. So yeah, this one is minus 13, 6, 17. Minus 13, 6, 17. So now if we paste this, there we go. And you see it has appeared. So this is how it work. Except obviously I'm not going to be pasting it, it's going to be pasted through a command block. So if I come down here, and if I quickly pick block a command block, sorry about guys. Yeah, if I quickly pick block a command block, I'm just going to get a chain and a impulse. Oh, I think I just need a chain actually. Yeah, so if I quickly get that command block about there, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And if I go and chat and check what I typed, so Control A, Control C. Obviously, if you're using just a controller, just go to the typing part and go to the 3 dots, and it should say copy, and you can paste stuff through that. But yeah, I have copy and pasted that on there. And don't set that to always active just yet. You want to make the actual. Oh, sorry guys, I just realised I've muddled that up. Sorry, this clone command is actually meant to be in the chain block. Sorry about that. Just make that to conditional. Just make it conditional. It doesn't really have to be, but it's probably just best it is. But yeah, this command block is meant to be TP at all tag equals mine. Sorry, I've made the I capitalized. There we go. Yes, that would be tag equals mine A, and make that radius equals 8, because the only reason why I'm making it radius equals 8 is because as you can see here, yeah, so the floor is there, and the blocks start going, the command block is down on this level, so it will start going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it stops here. You see, this is where the floor stops. So if a player is just below this ladder, if the player is literally just touching down here, I think it'd probably be about this level, it start to TP the player. So if the player's mining below this ladder, basically it will TP them back up to this position. I'm gonna get the chords to this position. So minus 10, 13, 14. But yeah, you can do it to any position you want to do it to. It's just 13, 14. It's just so the other players that aren't actually in the mine mining, so if they're like on the side and they're just like not in the mine, or if they're actually just in spawn or something, like I don't know, over there, you see where the where they are, if they're like over there or something, you don't want to be TP'd obviously that should be a bit further, because the radius would probably almost tamper with that, so make sure your mines are pretty far away from this area. But yeah, let me just come back to that. But yeah, make sure, yeah, so obviously it will only TP players just under the ladder. And yeah, that's the TP. Tag equals mine A. Yeah, so that's the TP. And in this command block, obviously you got your clone, and that is actually it, literally. So if I just quickly, oh yeah, sorry, one more thing. Whatever time you set in this command block is the time every time it resets. So if you want it to reset every 10 minutes or so, you should do 12,000, because 12,000 is 10 minutes. If I want it to 20 minutes, it'll be 24 minutes. I wouldn't suggest making the time go over 20 minutes, because sometimes it does bug out if it goes up to 30. That's just by experience. It might not do it for you, but it does do it for me, or it did do it for me anyway when I used to make my prisons, or make my what's it called, mines, because I haven't made them in quite a while. But yeah, I'll probably be messing about with them soon when I'm up to that stage of my prison. But yeah, so I suggest maybe putting it to 10 minutes, because this mine is pretty small, and you want it to reset a little bit faster. Maybe even 5 minutes, because I think it is quite small, and a lot of players will join if there's a lot of players and it's just a small thing. I'd probably suggest 6 minutes for this. But obviously, if it's big, you up the time that it resets, so players can. It's just about right, so players can mine it, and it will reset just when it's about to run out. But enough waffling from me. Yeah, let's just see it in action. So if I do that on the first tick, so as soon as I exit this command block, it's going to TP me up to the top, unless there's a syntax error. So ready? facing commands, so it will so if you do the position, so right now if I wanted to face this way, all I'd have to do is get the coordinates of my current place. So I'd do TP at player, these coordinates, and then I'd write facing, and then I'd do these coordinates, and then it would face me towards that way. If you guys are having trouble and it's facing you towards this way, just do that. Literally just do the coordinates of this part and this part. So this part facing this part, this coordinates, and then it'll work. But yeah, that is how you do mines. I'm just gonna quickly make sure that's everything. So I've showed you how to sort of improve that, so that works better. Oh, and there's one more thing I haven't taught you how to do, guys. Sorry. There is the teleport. So if you put a pressure plate in probably each corner, I'm not going to do it to all the corners, but obviously you can move this one down because it's all the blocks above it that it affects. So if I was to put impulse needs redstone, so if I put that there, and it would TP at player, and it just do the coordinates. So I'm just going to type in some random coordinates. Look, these obviously aren't correct. That would be very far away, but obviously just type in some random coordinates to wherever. So you could TP them back here to this hall, or you could TP them to spawn. I mean, if I was going to do it, I'd probably TP them to spawn so they can go to the shop if they are about to sell. But yeah, that is the TP back, and I'm pretty sure that's basically everything. Yeah, and obviously if the player wanted to go back, they go through this, but I haven't yet. Yeah, see, it's just sent me to survival because I was in creative. But obviously it TP'd me up there, so you just get the same chords from up there as it does when you get TP'd when it resets, and just put them in that command block. It's easier for you. But yeah, guys, that is basically everything. If you do have trouble on this, which I'm pretty sure you might have some trouble on this because it is really hard to understand. I had a tough time understanding it when I first started. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and turn on bell notifications for any more great command block videos. But yeah, please comment below if you have any more suggestions besides prison server examples, because I do need some more ideas. Just keep them coming because I love loads of ideas. But yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. That is basically everything, and goodbye.